So, ARK just received a major update, and it's actually added a brand new feature to the game, and we are going to be going through all the patch notes. Unfortunately, as you can see on the screen, hey survivors, we're looking into the issue where survivors are prompted to create a new character upon logging in. Thank you for your patience. So yes, this seems to mainly just be an issue with the official servers, which is very nasty. Now, as I'm recording this video, it hasn't been fixed. I'm going to show you the latest update. We're going to go through the patch notes. This is going to be the new planning mode, which is being added into the game, which should be quite cool. We'll go and check it out and see what it's like. But yes, if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe, and let's get in with the news. So yes, due to this patch, official servers were all taken offline while they investigate the character losses and the increased RAM consumption. Thank you for your patience. Now, sadly, the issue that I tend to find in the world of ARK is when they do major updates, they fix loads of stuff, but these weird, I know there's lots of technical stuff to it. I'm not a game developer. But these always seem to creep in after a major patch. It's like this, it's like something that goes wrong with RAM. It's like, I just feel like everything's so wobbly. It's like balancing on a really broken bit of wood. And then when they release a patch, it just snaps and then it just falls down a bit. And like, I don't know, I would love to know the details because as I said, I'm not a game developer. But I would just love to know why it happens so much for ARK because I know it's really frustrating for a lot of players. Then last night they said we're currently testing a build that includes a fix for the issue where survivors are prompted to create a new character upon logging in. If everything checks out over the next 45 minutes, we'll begin deploying it and restoring affected characters. And thank you for your patience while we work through this. And then sadly, there were around 2 hours after that, they said the build we were testing requires additional adjustments before it can be safely deployed. So we're continuing our investigation and preparing a new fix. The official network will remain offline while we work through the character login issue and increase memory consumption to protect player data before bringing the servers back online. We'll be extending the anniversary event to make up for the downtime. Thank you for your continued patience while we'll keep you updated as soon as we have more to share. Now, this seems to be an issue, right, that has been happening a lot in 2026. Like, I've talked about it, the first 6 months of the year have been really bad. Probably, I would say, ARK's worst, not in terms of content and in terms of popularity. That's been great. But in terms of actual performance and issues with memory, RAM, everything, it's been terrible this year. Ever since the start of January, there's been all types of issues that have been happening, and I don't know why it's been so bad this year. We had the issue where the official network was offline a week, like for an entire week, a couple of weeks back, or like a few months back, and now obviously this happens when a giant update drops. So of course it does make you feel a little bit worried for Genesis, but let's hope whatever they patch here can make us feel a little bit more confident when Genesis launches. But yes, in terms of that, it is still currently being fixed, and I will let you guys know over in the LoadedCrysis cluster, our Discord link below for our free ARK servers when it's all being fixed. I do like little updates in there. So, a brand new feature has been added to ARK within this major update. Planning mode. So, they added planning mode, a new building feature that allows survivors to plan structures before committing resources. Enter planning mode while placing a structure by holding R, X, or square. Structures placed in planning mode are created as hologram structures and do not consume materials. Hologram structures are visible only to tribe members, allowing tribe members to collaborate on build planning and construction. This sounds actually really cool. Enemy tribes cannot see hologram structures. Hologram structures can be built over directly, and new structures will snap to the holograms automatically to replace them when placed. That's really cool. Hologram structures can be converted into templates, allowing entire build layouts to be saved and repositioned using the Lost Colony template hammer. Wow. So yeah, this is fantastic. So you don't have to commit to the actual resources, which if you're in the early game stage and you're not like kind of at the stage where you've got so many resources, it's very useful. Even still then, you might not want to waste them. So yeah, structure skins are supported on the hologram structures and will be preserved when saving templates. They added extended range mode that can be toggled by holding the structure placement cancel key. Extended range mode allows survivors to place hologram structures from a greater distance for a large-scale build planning. So we're talking giant castles here by the sounds of things. While extended range mode is active, regular structure interactions are disabled. Added a planning mode view toggle to the action wheel, RX square. Survivors can show or hide hologram structures at any time using the planning mode view toggle. And they added a new PC keybind option for toggling planning mode view directly, unbound by default. Now, there has been a whole bunch of changes to the creatures, and the Burrowbuck has had a balanced quality of life. So they allow wild Burrowbucks to share burrows to reduce the number of wild structures on servers, prevent wild spawning burrows too close to obstructions or over ledges, fix Burrowbucks defaulting to burrow, trap after taming instead of burrow hidey hole, allow Burrowbuck to harvest carrots, prevented extended HUD burrow icons being drawn when off screen, wild trap activations should aggro all nearby Burrowbuck, not just a Burrowbuck placed in the trap, should only stay forced aggro on targets while trapped, would continue to target for default trap duration even if buff ended early for struggle mechanics, Camouflage drops aggro of wild non-boss creatures. Added a configurable ini for unofficial to change or turn off entirely their tamed Burrowbuck decay timers. So if you don't want your Burrowbuck to burrow to decay anymore, you can turn it to true or false, which is pretty cool. Balance fixes. Now, the Auroralax has, or the Snow Dragon, whatever you want to call it, has had a bit of a nerf. So they've reduced the pickup radius of both claw grab attacks from 13 meters to 8 meters. They increased the cooldown of both claw grab attacks from under a second to 2.5 seconds, and they've reduced the base health by approximately 20%. So a 20% nerf to the health of the Snow Dragon. Very interesting. So bug fixes for the game. Fix the tech spear attack issues when multiple clients nearby have tech spears equipped. Fix tech spear teleport inconsistencies on poorly performing servers. Fix client desyncs when attacking targets on poorly performing servers. Fix some zombie movement rubber banding issues. Fix thralls getting stuck inside the Lost Colony boss fight. Fix an issue accessing cryofridges in corners when placed close together. Fix perishable items save timers continuously getting reset after transfer. Fix drop items floating away from you when teleporting into an area, MP, which is multiplayer. Fix alignment of Alpha Wyvern trophies left eye. Fix Burrowbuck camo ability causing chibis to scale incorrectly. Fix issues with cryopodding Aranio, removing the web line limit. Fixed a couple of exploits and fixed a couple of crashes. So that is the full patch that has been released live for ARK Survival Ascended now. I really like the sound of this planning mode and I can't wait to try it out, especially as you can do it with your tribe too. And everyone obviously over in the LoadedCrysis cluster, I know so many of you guys have started using this already and you really like the new features, so I'm really glad about that. And so it's nice to see a random new feature here and there. You know, it's a cool thing. You never expect that with ARK, and then out of nowhere, it's nice to see that. But the main thing is let's hope that these character issues can be sorted out. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.